Hey guys, and welcome to another studio vlog. I hope you're all doing really well. As you can see, this vlog I started filming on a Saturday morning. I always start the day with porridge and coffee. It's my favourite. I even have it in summer when it's super warm. On Saturdays I'm generally really lazy, so first things first, I better get dressed before I actually do anything. I used to be the sort of person that only wore black clothes, or black and red, or black and green, depending on the colour of my hair. Nowadays, I seem to be all about every colour all at once. I don't know, I wonder if that's just what happens to you as you get older. It's the worst thing when you've had a productive night the night before and you don't tidy up after yourself and you come in and it's all a mess. So here's me cleaning it up and getting everything sorted out because I'm a mucky ducky. I feel like I'm the sort of person that has to have things tidy when I start making and creating, but then towards the end it's just everything everywhere. So I've got a few things to do for my new Etsy shop today, but I really fancied painting, so what I did was I just cleaned everything up and then got set up ready just to do a quick painting, or what was meant to be a really quick, fun, loose painting. You'll see in a bit it doesn't quite go to hand. Still playing with my new white knights that my friend gave me. Well, I bought them off her. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do at this point. All I know is that I want to do a face of some sort. I think sometimes in the pursuit of improving my skills, sometimes I forget to have fun with it and use my imagination, and I feel like I very much just copy what's in front of me to the best of my ability. So for example, I'll find a photo reference and just use that and get down exactly what it is. And I think when I first started, before I knew anything about art, when I started doing it about 3 years ago, I just did whatever came into my mind. And I remember I'd show my partner the pieces of work and he'd often go, "That's different," or "That's weird." But I think that's just because I'd be like, I think I did one that was like a bear attacking a squid in a forest. Things like that, just things that flip into your brain, and I don't really do that anymore. I tend to do, here is a face, here is a bird, you know, sort of simple things. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but today I decided to try and use my imagination and come up with something a little bit away from what I usually do. I want to get better at watercolour, but I feel like it's not working. I feel like when I'm sat there, what's running through my head is that it's just awful and it looks terrible and it doesn't look real, and I'm really struggling with it here, but I keep pushing through, I keep adding stuff in, and all I can think of is, this is so bad, why is this so bad? And obviously it's my skill level and getting used to new paints and probably being a little bit slapdash and frustrated, but yeah, you'll see it at one point soon. I give up and think, I'm just going to get the gouache out. Here we are, the Himi gouache, my faves. I don't know why, but this palette as well is so visually pleasing to me at the minute. I really love the colours that are on it, and I really like the colour of the background that I put in here. I think it goes really well, but for some reason I change it later on. I don't know why. Obviously I wasn't thinking at my best on this day. As you'll see as this painting progresses, you can see I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm desperately trying to rescue it. I don't know enough about doing skin tones in gouache. I'm sort of muddling through. I think probably what I'll do in the next week or so is maybe try and do some more Skillshare classes. I've done watercolour skin and gouache skin classes from Arlie Bean. She's always my go-to, and I probably need to go back. Why did I put this purple line around it? Why? I don't know. I'll try and rescue it again in a minute. I don't know what I'm thinking, but here we are. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm probably going to do some more Skillshare classes. I find them really helpful and I just need to practice more. I'm quite hard on myself, and I think it's easy to look at everyone on YouTube and compare yourself and think, well, I shouldn't post it, but my train of thought was, well, I want to show my journey and I want to document my journey, and I want other people to realise that you don't have to be an absolutely amazing artist to post things on YouTube that people will watch. So that's why I've shared this, even though I was so far from happy with it. I just decided to post it anyway, so you can see not everything comes out the way you want it, and that's absolutely fine. Here's that purple background. Why, Becky? Why? And you can see when I get towards the end of it, I take the tape off and think I'm done with it, and I actually switched the camera off in a rage and was like, I am done. But then I thought, no, actually I'm going to add some hair onto it and see if I can rescue it a bit, which I think it does look a bit better, but I think I want to go back in again and see if I can rescue it a bit more. I'm thinking of maybe electric blue hair. I don't know, tell me what you think down in the comments. Should I go back in and try and rescue it because I think the hair is too similar to the background, and I think that's what messes it up. So it's now time to feed the beast, and here is my bearded dragon Trevor. I've had him since he was a baby. He's 9 and a bit years old now, and if you listen closely you can hear Monkey Mintaka in the background chatting away on one of her studio vlogs. Now it's time for my dinner. So I've been obsessed with these Itsu pots. They're just like little noodly broth pots, and you just put water in them a bit like a pot noodle, and I fry up some vegan chicken and just have that on the side, and it's just super duper tasty, dead quick and easy. I am a lazy cook. Time to relax and actually eat my dinner. Super yummy. And you'll see here I've put in a little clip of the pigeon. This is outside my front window. I've popped a bird feeder there because I love sitting and watching all the little birds come and eat, but more often than not we get these giant wood pigeons come for their dinner. So I've put out a hedgehog house last night. Just put some food in to try and stop the cats eating it. And I did see a hedgehog in the garden last night. Let's have a look. Yeah, something's been in my food. One of the good things about having this house is we've got a little enclosed garden, and because I live on a hill it's sort of lowered down so people can't really see when they walk past. I love sitting and just reading when the weather's nice. See, it's not the tidiest garden in the world, but there's plenty of flowers and things for the bugs, and I just like sitting, and even though it's not the quietest of areas it's still really pleasant, although I think you can hear it in the background in one of these clips. That ice cream van drives me absolutely potty. I'm currently reading a book called Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. She's a great writer. She writes sort of supernatural type things, and this is really good. It is a Gothic novel and it's a little bit of mystery, but I won't spoil it for you. I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost at the end now, and then I'll start reading something else. Is anyone else sort of happy and sad that the seasons seem to be changing at the minute? I've really enjoyed summer. Like I said before, I've really enjoyed sitting in the garden, but also I'm really excited for the weather to change, for it to get a bit cooler and for the autumn leaves to come in and to get my jumpers out of storage so that I can get all warm and cosy. I guess another plus about working from home means that I won't have to go out in the horrible weather if I don't want to. Iced coffee time, one of my favourites. That's a plus about summer, definitely. So now I've put it off all morning and it is time to actually do the photography for my new Etsy shop. By the time you're watching this video, my Etsy shop is now opened, yay! And the link is on my banner, but I'll also put it down in the description. So my partner, Luke, gave me this little studio, the little white box. It's sort of a little shooting studio. It only just fits the prints in it, so I've ordered a bigger one now, but I just had to work with what I had. I don't really know much about photography or anything, and you can see I struggle in a little bit. I've also tried to cut the prints down into A5, but I haven't done it right, so here's me measuring, trying to cut them to an actual size that people will buy. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. There's me being really happy with what one of my prints looks like. It's really exciting seeing my designs in the flesh, or in the flesh sounds weird, tangible. Many cats use my garden as a bit of a chill out zone, and you've got this little black floofer. Look how cute he is. He let me stroke him once, but otherwise I just leave him alone because he's not really fussed about people. I've wanted to have my own Etsy shop, well not Etsy in particular, but I've wanted to have my own store to share my art with people for quite a while now, so I've just decided to jump in. Even though I feel like I'm not ready, I don't think I'll ever feel like I'm ready, so I've done my designs, I've got all my stock, and it's all up in my shop. This is me trying to figure out photography. Like I said, working with what I had. You can see the beautiful wall. I painted these recently. I really bloody love this colour. It's called Dutch Orange, and I got it mixed at a recycling centre that uses waste paint, which is pretty good. If anybody is in Leeds in the UK, it's called Seagulls and it's cracking. But yeah, here's me just trying to figure it out. I made like a little washing line out of twine with some little pegs and thought they'll do for like a little lifestyle shop for now. I think they look alright as well. If you have a look on my Etsy store, you'll be able to see. So after I'd finished all that, the evening we went over to my friend's, and she's just got a new kitten. He's called Wobbly Bob. He's got a bit of a neurological condition, so he is a little bit wobbly when he walks. We also went over for food. I've put a picture of it here. It's from a place that sells Caribbean food, and it is so tasty. It's called Soul Box. And finally, before we close out this video, here's the other cat that is less than impressed that he now has to share his home with little Wobbly Bob. This is Elwood, and isn't he lovely? It was a lovely night. I didn't want to film because I just wanted us to relax and have a lovely time. We watched the film Gretel and Hansel, which was intense and quite dark. I don't know if it was the best film for us to choose, but that's what we watched. So, question of the day is, what do you do when you're creating something and halfway through you feel like it's not going right? and you get really frustrated, do you give up, or do you try and rescue it, or do you leave it and come back? What do you do? Let me know. Help me. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Big hugs. Bye.